Hello everyone, I am Vandana Parmar. Today we will talk about the posthuman child. This idea changes the way we usually think about the kids. So let's start with the introduction of posthuman child. Instead of seeing kids as a separate from the world, it sees them as a connected to everything around them, like nature, animals, and technology. Our goal today is to explore how this idea can change how we teach, especially in the Anthropocene. The Anthropocene is a time when human activities have big impact on the planet. As Melanie says, children are part of a bigger connected world. So why does this matter? Or why should we know about the post-human child? So we live in the Anthropocene, a time when human actions shape our environment and technology. Children's lives are affected by these changes. As a teacher, how can we prepare children for a world that is always changing? Post-human teaching helps us to do this by thinking about learning in a new ways. Post-human pedagogies provide a framework to help us navigate these challenges. It allows us to rethink how we teach, making sure that children are prepared for this ever-changing reality. Let's think about how we can equip children with the tools they need to adapt and thrive. What is Anthropocene and what is effect of it on childhood? The Anthropocene is the age we live in now, where human activity is the biggest influence on climate and the environment, as you can see in the picture. Children are growing up in this era, so we can't think of them as a separate from nature. They are part of it, just like everything else. Children today are growing up in a time of environmental instability, and it is crucial that we incorporate this reality into how we teach. We need to guide them in understanding their role within this system and how they can contribute positively to the world. Post-human pedagogies encourage us to see children as connected to animals, the environment, and the technology. That is from human-centered learning to relational learning. For example, instead of merely teaching children about nature, we can provide opportunities for them to learn from nature. By taking them outside to interact with plants and animals, children not only gain knowledge but also develop a deeper connection to the world. Let's talk more about the relationality. This concept suggests that children are not separate from the world around them but deeply intertwined with it. Their learning and development are shaped by their interaction with non-human ecosystems, animals, plants, and environment. This challenges the traditional view where children are considered passive receivers of knowledge. Incorporating relational ontologies into education means designing experiences where children actively engage with the nature. For example, instead of reading about ecosystems in a textbook, children could explore a local park or garden, interact with plants and animals, and reflect on those experiences. This hands-on activity fosters a sense of interconnectedness and encourage children to see themselves as a part of a larger ecosystem. Programs such as outdoor classrooms, natural trails, or gardening projects can help nurture this relational learning. Children could learn the life cycles of plants by growing their own vegetables or study local wildlife by observing insects and birds. This activity teaches children that their actions have an impact on the world around them. helping them develop a deeper understanding and respect for the nature. One powerful way of foster relationality is through interaction with animals. According to Common World Framework, children and animals coexist in shared world, influencing each other's learning. Animals provide children with opportunity to develop not just knowledge but also emotional and social skills. Incorporating animals into the classroom can be a transformative educational tool. For example, having classroom pets such as dog, pig, hamster, or even a fish allows children to learn responsibility, empathy, and care. Children are not only learning about animals, they are learning with them. The responsibility of feeding, cleaning, and caring for these animals teaches important life lessons beyond academic content. Beyond pets, educator can take children on trip to farms, zoos, or wildlife sanctuaries, allowing them to observe animals in their natural habitats. These experiences can teach children about the ethical responsibility we have towards non-human animals. They can also learn to appreciate biodiversity and understand the importance of animal welfare and conservation. This hands-on experiential learning helps children develop a strong sense of empathy. By building emotional connection with animals, they are more likely to develop caring and responsible attitude towards all living beings. These kinds of experiences offer children more than knowledge, they build a foundation for ethical living. In a post-human pedagogy, technology isn't just a tool we use to facilitate learning. It's seen as a co-participant in the process. Children today are immersed in tech digital world from a very young age. They interact with screen, apps, and devices on a daily basis. These technologies shape how they learn, think, and even socialize. This shift requires us to rethink how we integrate technology into our classroom. Rather than seeing technology as separate from the real world, posthuman pedagogy invites us to consider technology as a part of environment in which children live and learn. For example, using interactive apps or virtual reality tools in the classroom allow children to explore complex global issues such as climate change, biodiversity, or space exploration in an immersive and engaging way. Imagine taking children on a virtual tour of Amazon rainforest through virtual reality, allowing them to explore ecosystems that would be impossible to visit physically. This deepens their understanding of the world and helps them to see connection between the digital and physical environments. Technology can also be used to foster collaborative learning. Digital platforms that allow students to collaborate on projects such as creative interactive maps or tracking environmental changes can help them see the impact of their action on the global scales. This promotes relational thinking, showing children that the digital world is not separate from the physical one but intertwined with it. However, it is important to strike a balance. While technology offers a powerful learning opportunities, it is crucial to teach children to use it responsibly. As educators, we must guide them in critical analyzing the role of technology in their lives and how it affects their relationship with the others and their environment. By doing so, we empower them to become not just consumers of technology but active participants in shaping its future. Now, today's children are growing up in a world with the environmental problems. Post-human teaching helps them see they can make a difference. We can create lessons that involve them in real-world challenges like reducing waste or protecting wildlife. This helps them see themselves as active participants in shaping the future. So far, we come to know about post-human teaching focuses on the responsibility children have toward animal and nature. They need to learn to care for the world around them. In practice, this can involve community projects like planting trees or creating animal habitats. It teaches kids the importance of caring for the environment. So, what are the methodologies we can use in post-human studies? We use qualitative method to understand how children interact with their surroundings. This means we observe and describe what children do rather than just using scores. For example, we watch how children play with the animals or explore the nature. We focus on their experiences and how they learn through these interactions. In the classroom, we can use this method by simply observing how children engage with the world around them. This helps us see what interests them and how they learn best. Most research nowadays focuses on the human-centered education, but we need to explore how animals, plants, and technology fit into childhood education. By addressing these gaps, we can better prepare children for the challenges of the future. So now it's time to incorporate post-human pedagogy in practice. Post-human pedagogy helps us see children as a part of a bigger world that includes human, animals, plants, and technology. This means we need to broaden how we think about children's roles and responsibility. In practice, these approaches encourage us to create inclusive learning environments. Instead of seeing children as a separate from the world around them, we encourage them to see themselves as a part of larger system. For example, they learn to their action affect not just people but also animals, plants, and environment. This might involve letting children participate in activities that shows this connection. For example, if we have a classroom garden, children can help take care of the plants. By doing this, they start to understand how they are connected to nature and why it is important to care for it. Here are some simple ways to bring these ideas into classroom. We can give them the nature projects like gets kids to involve in the projects that investigate the natural world. Nature walk or wildlife observation help children explore the natural world. We can use the digital integration in our learn in our teaching. Use technology in a way that promote learning with others like apps that track environmental changes. We can do the ethical teaching by addressing kids about their ethical responsibility to non-human animals and the environment. Teach children about their responsibility to care for the environment like recycling or caring for a school garden. So, in a conclusion, post-human teaching offers a new way of understanding children as a part of interconnected world. By using this approach, we can help children navigate the complex world they live in. At the end, my question for you are, how can we change our teaching practice to reflect these ideas? And second question is, what small steps can you take in your classroom to help children see their connection to the natural and technological world? Here are my references I used to make the slides, and here are some image references I used in my slides. Thank you so much and have a good day.